It's a cat's life, as they say. What's up everybody, welcome back. It is January 23rd, 2022, and this video is going to be a quick update on where we are at with the car. I've done quite a bit of stuff over the last 2 weeks. Sometimes I feel like I've done a lot, sometimes I don't feel like a lot, but I thought we'd run through everything we've done and then run through everything I'm about to do in the next couple of weeks. So to start off with, the suspension arms are nearly done. They're all sitting over here on the table. All the bushes have been pressed out, all new bushes have been put in, and all new ball joints have been put in. I need one more ball joint for this arm, one more ball joint for that arm, and I need a couple of bushes for these arms here, which for some reason didn't come in either of the kits that I ordered. So 2 bushes, 2 ball joints, and all of those are done. So I'm super pleased with that, because that's just one of those jobs that's kind of nasty. Actually, for a comparison, I've got a new arm and an old arm over here. So this here is what the arms were looking like before I started, and that's what they look like now. So quite the difference. I'm really going to enjoy putting all those arms in when everything starts going back together. The other thing that I've done is I've just pressed out the bushes for the mustache bar and the diff hanger bushes as well, so I'm about to clean those up. As you can see, these bars are super rusty, so they need quite a bit of work. I'm just going to go through and wire wheel the crap out of them, and then once I've wire wheeled the crap out of those, I have some special paint that I can put on there that will protect them from rusting again. It's not a spray paint, it's like a brush on stuff, and as it settles it sort of levels out, and then should be good protection for those parts. You're not really going to see them, so I'm not too worried what they look like. They're going to look good and a hell of a lot better than they do now, and they will be protected, but I'm not going to go all out with like sanding them to perfection or anything like that. So besides the arms, I've also prepped the rear brakes. They are sitting on the bench over here. So as you can see, all of these have been sandblasted. So what I did with these is I ended up using paint stripper on them, because it took me about an hour to sandblast half of one of these, and that was just way too long. So I ended up getting paint stripper, stripped all the paint off first, and then threw them in the blasting cabinet and finished them off, and they came out great. I've also come through and put bolts and everything. All these are going to be sandblasted back and zinc coated anyway, so I don't care if they get paint on them. I've also gone through and taped everything up, ready for spray painting with this caliper paint. Hopefully that works well. I also have my rebuild kits for the front and rear brakes, which leads me to the next thing. I need to pull the front calipers. So I need to also pull off these front calipers because they look absolutely disgusting. I have given them a bit of a cut and polish, so they are better than they were, but they still look disgusting. So those are going to come off. They're going to be sandblasted like the other ones, and then I'm going to paint those too. So those will look brand new. And then I've also got new bushes to go in the front, but as I said in another video, I'm not going to touch any of the front stuff until all the back's done and we're driving, so that if there are any new issues or new sounds, I know they're coming from the back, not from the front, because I haven't touched the front. Another thing that I've done is I've set my welder up over here. I've got a MIG welding gas bottle now. I've got TIG as well, but I didn't have MIG, so went out, got a MIG gas bottle and set up the welder. So here it is here. Here's the gas, here's the welder, and here's the MIG handpiece hiding over here. I haven't fired it up yet, and this is supposed to be on a trolley. Now I ordered a trolley probably 4 months ago now, and it's still not here. And I also ordered a vise at the same time, so I've been without a vise, and yeah, whatever. That's just how the cookie crumbles at the moment. The next thing, I have set up my zinc plating kit. I got everything set up last weekend. I was super excited to give it a go, and then my power supply that I had wasn't good enough, so I've ordered a new one. To show you the zinc kit, this is all of it here. These are all the solutions. So I've got a rinse, a pre-dip. This is the main zinc bath in here. Then I've got my gold bright, which is what makes the parts gold, and then a final rinse. With this kit also came a blue dip. So that blue dip makes your bolts in that look almost kind of bluey, but more silver than blue. And I think I'm gonna do the bolts for the brake calipers that color, because I don't like the gold with the red, it just looks tacky. So I think if I do the silver hardware with the Brembos, that'll look best. Moving on to the next thing. I have got the passenger side chassis leg all cut up, and I did have it mocked up in the car. It all fits in there and marries up. That's sitting under here at the moment. There's the chassis leg there and where I cut it, and that marries up with this area here. So there, attaches to there, and away we go. I've also finished sanding everything under the car where the chassis rails are going to fit up, and I have put weld through primer in it, all ready to go. And then I've also gone through and wire wheeled all this off and given that a coat of primer. When we come to do this, what I'll do is I'll weld everything up, then I'll come through and sand all this off again and then start painting from there, because obviously when I start welding, things are going to start burning out and melting and paint's going to flake off. So I'm better off doing the welding and then prepping it again and then doing the painting. So once I've done all that prep work, obviously I'll come through, I'll primer it again, and then I've got the Gravitex under sealer that I'll use to seal everything in. It's a U-Pole product and it's made for doing undercoating, so that should be fantastic. So there's a rundown of everything that's gone on so far in the last sort of week and a half or so since I made the last video. Moving forward, I'm going to finish the suspension arms. I've got to order those ball joints and a couple more bushes, then that's all done. I then want to paint the Brembos, get those all finished up and rebuilt, so that's out of the way. I've still got the AYC pump over here which needs to be built. Once that's done, that's out of the way. And then I've got to figure out the rear diff. It's making that weird clunking noise and I don't think that's good, so I don't know. I've been doing a bit of reading on it. Can't really find any information on that noise, so I don't know what to do there. And moving on from there, obviously I need to finish mocking up the chassis legs in the car and weld those in. Sitting down here is the other chassis leg. I've gone through and measured out where I need to cut, which is this side of this tape. I'm going to cut probably about 5 mil over and then slowly trim my way back when I fit it in the car. That way I can make sure that the chassis rail is going to fit absolutely perfectly, because obviously we don't want a big gap between the chassis leg in the car and the new one, otherwise that's going to be a nightmare to weld up. So I think that's it. We have a plan of attack. That's to finish the chassis legs in the back of the car, finish off all the suspension arms which are super close now, and rebuild that AYC pump. And then I need to get on to zinc coating bolts. There are a lot of bolts that I need to zinc coat, and the existing ones look terrible, so that'll be fun, but it's also going to be very time consuming. The other thing I need to do, which I'm looking at over here, is the fuel tank. I need to wire wheel that down and put a protective coating over that. Again, I'm just going to use a special rust coating over that because no one's going to see it. I'm going to prep it properly, sand it all back, put a rust converter on it, and then put a rust paint on it, and that'll be good to go. And I think that's it for now. In terms of finding a car, I am looking for a Honda Integra. I'm looking for a DC2. They're really, really hard to find in Australia. I used to have a 96 spec Integra Type R in New Zealand, Japanese import, and just trying to find a base model over here in Australia is impossible. There's about 5 in the country for sale, and there's very little coming up on the market. So it's just a waiting game. I found one that I might buy, but we'll see. It's an automatic. It does have a B18B in it. I'm not sure if I'll go K series or if I'll just pull the B20B head off and chuck a B16A head on it temporarily, make an LS VTEC or poor man's VTEC or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty easy to do. And also, yeah, being auto, I need a manual gearbox. I have found a gearbox to go in an automatic Integra. I'm trying to bargain with the person at the moment. Hopefully he'll break up his package and sell it. It is only the gearbox though, so I'll still need pedal box, the shifter linkages, the shifter, and all the bits and pieces to go with it. So it's no biggie. And Hondas are super easy to work on, especially compared to a thing like an Evo. So pretty excited to do that actually, because it is so easy. So I think that concludes today's video. I know it's just a quick one. I just wanted to run through everything we've done, document it, so we can also see that there's progress going on and that there's some more progress about to come. Again, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel and all that kind of thing. It helps it grow and helps it go out to more people, and the more people I feel like are watching, the more likely I am to make more videos and do longer videos and all that kind of thing. There we have it. Thank you for watching.